Blizzard recently released their quarterly update on Diablo 4 where they discussed the meta, quality of life, seasons and the in-game shop. So let's take a dive into what's in store for the Diablo 4. As most games nowadays, Diablo 4 will ship as a live service, meaning even though the developers intend to ship a complete game rich with endgame features, they will continue to deliver continuous updates that provide new quest lines, enemies, and legendary items, and more. They will do this through something called seasons, just similar to Diablo 3. A season starts with everyone having to create a brand new character. If you played a previous season, that character will be moved to something called the Eternal Realm, which could be described as a mode where you will be able to keep playing, leveling and collect loot, but it will probably not be able to be part of a seasonal ranking and other season specific things. The new character, however, will level up alongside other players, and similar to Diablo 3, you will be able to earn Paragon levels. However, in Diablo 4 it will be capped, which will force players to put their efforts and skill to the tests, and where dexterity and theory crafting will determine how successful your character will become. And Blizzard never wants to stress this enough. All seasons are designed so that all sources of character power comes from playing the game and not by paying, ensuring that there will be no way to pay to win. The developers want seasons to change the game in meaningful and exciting ways, and with new questlines that introduce new challenges and mysteries, each season will reveal more lore and story of the world of Sanctuary, in more of an episodic way compared to previous games. Diablo 4 will also introduce season journeys. Alongside each major season release, players are pushed to explore Sanctuary anew, earning limited time rewards with each season journey chapter that is completed. Completing the entire season journey is quite a feat, ending with the character overcoming an especially difficult encounter. Just like in Diablo 3, the season journey is free for all players. Progressing the season journey will also grant progress towards the season pass, but more on that later. With every season, Blizzard wants to make sure that while the game continues to expand, it should always remain fun and challenging to participate in. To do so, they will always evaluate the state of the game in order to improve and revitalize parts that don't get enough love, to make them fun and interesting again. One clear example is the relative balance between classes, builds and skills. Just like any RPG, classes, skills and items can sometimes, in certain combinations, become more viable than the developers intended. And while it may be fun for the individuals exploring those, they could break the game in one way or another. Instead, the developers will always look to adjust certain aspects to form a balance, but without removing the fun out of the experience of theory crafting, as they don't want to squash creativity. In addition to all the in-game activities, the Diablo 4 developers also want to improve the systems of the game. Based on feedback, they want to hold the game to an exceedingly high standard and identify quality of life features to improve the overall experience of the game. And to be more transparent to the community, they will allow players to vote for the priority of changes to be made. While it cannot be changed like a flip of a switch, they promise to actively improve the quality of the game for years to come. As a live service, Sanctuary will be a living, breathing world filled with people, creatures and factions trying to survive in this inhospitable world. Thus, attentive players will note new live events crop up each season. They provide an example of such an event where there could be a warning of an impending invasion of the drowned, which may last a weekend, or the arrival of a strange peddler amidst the crags of the dry steppes. Every event will be a gateway to new adventures and unique rewards. Now, many fans are worried about the monetization model of Diablo 4 since Diablo Immortal proved to be a predatory cash grab. But with this quarterly update, we get a bit more information on what the in-game shop will entail. Ever since the announcement of Diablo 4, the developers have been adamant that the game will not be pay to win. When designing the shop, they always had in mind the experience they want players to have. Buying things should feel good before, during and after purchase. So if players choose to buy something, it should be because they want to, not because they feel they have to. The developers also want to be clear that players will know exactly what they get before they choose to buy. So could that mean that there will be no loot boxes? The cosmetics in the shop will build on the already huge variance of transmogs from weapons and armors in-game. The shop cosmetics will also always be grounded within Diablo's world, so no clown costumes for you, bozo. Each cosmetic will be sold for premium currency, and while I would have wanted not to see a premium currency in-game, it is still a widely used technique to obfuscate the true value of a purchase. But true to their word, no cosmetic item grants any direct or indirect gameplay advantage, and being a cosmetic shop, it will remain optional. Players will be able to enjoy the game without spending extra money, unless they find something that fancies their eyes. Once you buy something from the shop, the cosmetic will be available account-wide to any other character of that class. While the in-game shop will provide some unique looking cosmetics, cosmetics themselves won't be exclusive to the in-game shop. The world will provide players with hundreds of transmogs unlockable from in-game and dozens of incredible unique and legendary pieces that are of the highest visual quality, making it possible for each player to customize their character as they please. Next to seasons and the in-game shop, there will also be a season pass system. As a way to monetize the live service operation, Diablo 4 will use something that mobile games have been utilizing for a long time, and something that is prevalent in free-to-play games on PC as well. In combination with Season Play, the Season Pass will recognize the player's dedication and unlock rewards as you play. It will come with two tiers. One free tier that unlocks just by playing the game and leveling, and the other is a premium tier which provides no in-game power or advantage over other players, but focuses more on aesthetics in the form of premium currency for players to use in the in-game shop and cosmetics that embodies the seasonal theme. The free tier, on the other hand, awards free season boosts. Boosts are explained to accelerate players' progress for the duration of the season. For example, it can accelerate the amount of experience points earned. This boost seems to be account-wide, allowing players to level multiple characters within a season much faster. The developers are adamant to point out that there will be no possibility to unlock more boosts or boost at a faster pace by spending money. This will put all players on equal ground from the get-go. From the looks of it, Blizzard is doing everything in their power to avoid any controversies by removing all doubt that Diablo 4 is not a pay-to-win game. From everything I've read, Diablo 4 will be able to be enjoyed without spending more than the box price for the game. Players will compete on equal terms, and the live services will continue to provide content to explore for years to come. No doubt, the game will feel a little bit different from previous Diablo games, as they will move away from the act-based campaign and late-game dungeon crawling. Hopefully, the seasonal content will be diverse and challenging enough to make it feel worth coming back to over and over again. What did you think about this update? Tell me more in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more gaming news here on Outplayed TV.